Hi, Miss Holmes. Thanks for meeting with me today.
Absolutely.
How has your week been going?
It's been going really good. We've been doing some group projects in class, and the kids are having a lot of fun. It's been really good.
Awesome. Has the semester been going good too?
I think so, yeah. We've really gotten to know each other. We're having a lot of fun. I really see myself as one of the kids' friends, so it's been
Awesome.
good.
I'm glad to see that you're having fun in your classroom. We always want that with teachers, to have fun. One of my concerns, though, is it seems like your fun has been really unstructured for some of the kids, and they haven't been maybe learning as much as they should, especially some kids with IEP goals that are on my caseload. I was looking at the results recently, and we haven't been seeing a big jump in their grades, and they've been kind of staying consistent in their scores. And I just want to kind of have a discussion with you about that. Is it okay if we talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. So I feel like my kids aren't doing as well because there's not as much structure in your classroom.
Okay.
And I just want to kind of talk about this and figure out a plan to hopefully bump up some of their scores. So can you just kind of give me like a run through of what your day looks like in your classroom?
Yeah. So basically for the first 15 minutes, I kind of just let them do like a free learn where they can get on their MacBooks and sort of look up or use any programs that they want to on the computer just to get their brains flowing and the fun started. And then after that, I'll pull their attention to the front. I'll sort of let them know what we're going to be focusing on that day, and then I will turn them loose to work with partners and get their work done.
Okay. I may be writing stuff down. I'm just going to be taking some notes. So what I heard you say is they start with 15 minutes of like kind of free learning time.
Mm-hmm.
Does that usually focus around like what you're going to be talking about in math, a math concept, or is it more just say whatever they want?
Yeah, it's pretty much whatever they want. Like I said, I just really don't want to stifle their creativity.
Okay.
I want them to establish their own goals for their learning.
Okay. So going off that a little bit, I think with the kids with IEP, they really need to spend the time that they're in class devoted to math because that is one of their greatest weaknesses.
Okay.
So I think I like that you're having them be creative in their class, and I think that's an important skill for them to have. But I feel like if at least the kids that have IEP goals, if we could have them do something math related during that first 15 minutes, that'd be beneficial to them. What do you think of that idea?
Yeah, like I said, I want them to have the ability to just be independent in their learning. But if you have maybe some suggestions that would help me better focus the lessons around what students need individually, then I'd be welcome to hear them.
I really liked the fact that you wanted them to be independent. I think that's important for them. So is there any like independent work activities that they could do? That like would still be creative, or do you have any websites maybe that during this like free time that's math related that they can be working on? Do you have any resources that they could use?
A few. Maybe I could use some more. They've got flashcards that they can work on and timetables. We'll do some races with timetables just to improve their speed.
Okay.
That's about it.
I think some of my kids would like that. They like games, so maybe like races with timetables.
Mm-hmm.
So would that be something that you would allow them to do during that time and have them work on during that 15 minutes of free learning is races with timetables instead?
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan.
Okay, awesome. And so then after their like 15 minutes of like kind of free time at the beginning, you said then you bring them back up to the classroom and tell them what they're going to do today, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then do you just tell them or do you have objectives explicitly stated?
I usually just tell them. I feel like I have a really bright group of students and they have the ability to be in control of their own work. So I try not to hug her too much because I want to be their friend as well as their teacher. Okay.
So I think that it would be important if you could have them the objectives written on the board because they are smart students. I agree with you on that. Excuse me. But I feel like explicitly stated objectives are really important for the students to know exactly what they're going to be kind of discussing about today. And I understand that you like the creativity and you kind of want them to go with the flow. But structure is also really important, especially to students with IEP goals.
Sure.
So would you be willing to accommodate to that and write objectives on the board for them?
Yeah, I can try to do that.
Okay. I'm going to write that down. And then after you write the objectives, what do you do after that?
I just turn them loose. They can work with a picked partner, and I just give them their assignment for the day and let them complete that during the remainder of class.
So you turn them loose and let them work with a partner on the assignment for the day? Okay. And how much do you do any instruction time before that, or are they supposed to learn on their own?
I usually expect them to learn on their own. Like I said, independence is really important to me. But it might maybe benefit to know sort of more of what certain students are needing from me, so that I could organize the lessons around that.
Okay. I think it would be beneficial if they had some instruction time before they're cut loose. So whether that's reviewing previous knowledge before they start on a task, or giving a preview of what they're going to be learning in a short lesson, I think would be really beneficial for those students with IEP goals. Is that something that you would be willing to accommodate to?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I think that would be very beneficial to helping their scores improve. Is there any other ideas that you have or questions you have for me about how the best ways for the students to learn in the classroom?
Yeah, I think since you know sort of a lot about the students' individual needs and what they need to work on, maybe I could send you my lesson plans and have you just kind of look over them and report back to me with any suggestions you have.
I think that's a really good idea. I really like that idea a lot. So you would send me the lesson plans about a week ahead of time. Can we agree on that time?
Sure.
About a week ahead of time. And then I can make accommodations if need be and give you suggestions maybe on a little more structure for the class during that time.
Yeah, because I'm open to suggestions.
Okay. So I think we have a really good structure here set up. So now, just to review our structure, during the 15 minutes of free to learn time that you have for them, they'll be doing, say, like math races with fast facts or timetables and things like that. Then you'll have the objectives listed on the board. And then before you kind of turn them loose and let them work on their assignments, there will be a little bit more instruction time for them to learn more about what they're going to do. And then you'll also send me the lesson ahead of time so I can make accommodations and other adjustments if need be.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good plan.
Sounds like an awesome plan. I hope that you will continue to have fun in your class with your students and keep on building relationships with them.
Yeah. Thanks for meeting with me.
Thank you.